Fala aí galera, bem-vindo aqui de volta no canal Gameplay. Continuando a gameplay de Star Wars parte 11. Acabamos de fugir daquela indústria lá onde a Relia reconheceu como era um lugar para ela, de onde ela veio, aquele lugar chamado as dunas de Trei'kurman. E agora, como explodiu aquele lugar, a gente coletou alguns dados, que nós fomos atacados e o lugar explodiu, teve uma autodestruição e acabamos voltando para cá. E o Emerson, que é aqui o líder dessa nave, ele estava nos contando algo que falou que vai contar agora. Vamos ver.
Deck 12, sick bay.
Estamos no deck 12.
We're with an organization called the Pan-Galactic Federation and come from far
Eles são
away
uma
in the sky.
organização chamada Federação
We hadn't already
Galactic.
experienced what we have with you, and say you're telling the biggest whopper ever.
When you look up at the sky, you can see a lot of lights, right? Well, we're from one of those astral lights. As
Quando
is
olha para o
Kronos.
céu, você vê muitas
To
luzes.
people far, far
Nós
away,
somos
your
uma
home is
dessas
also an
luzes.
astral light.
And we
Nossa
have termed
casa
your
é
particular
o
orb of light Creed 4.
todo celestial.
The Pan-Galactic Federation and Kronos signed a charter that forbids
A
either party from
Federação
entering the other's
Galáctica e
territory
os
or the
Kronos,
neutral zone between them.
And they broke it.
We obtained information
eles
stating that Kronos
quebraram
was
as regras dos
clandestinely operating
Kronos
on
e
Creed
agora
4.
And when we came to investigate,
eles são
well,
os
you
inimigos.
know.
I understand that you guys and Kronos are enemies, but you mind explaining what all this has to do with Relia?
Little Miss Starlight was living in that laboratory of theirs.
Relia is most likely a living test subject for some of Kronos' experiments.
And
A
Sorry,
Relia era um
That was
teste
uncalled
dos Kronos e ele estava sendo
test
feito
subject.
lá naquele lugar que a gente acabou de sair,
all for the sake of creating sickness.
naquelas dunas.
this is now far beyond the realm of simply trying to reunite a young runaway girl with her parents.
Beleza. Vamos continuar aqui. O que tem aqui? Nada, só o objetivo lá no finalzinho. A Mickey que estava aqui se recuperando, né?
Mickey,
Que ela foi proteger a Relia e
I
acabou
didn't mean for
tomando
you to get hurt.
uns
This
tepos
is
ali.
all my fault. Sorry.
A Relia tá falando que foi tudo culpa dela e pediu
You don't say sorry in this situation,
Não
Relia.
precisa de ser
You
desculpa
say
nessa
thank
situação.
you.
Tem que dizer obrigado.
Thank you, Mickey. You're very welcome.
You're okay.
You're here, Fiddly.
Emerson and Ann are the ones who saved you. If they hadn't been around, we wouldn't
Emerson
have
e
been able to do
Anne foram
anything
os
for
que
you.
nos salvaram.
That's what I heard from the people here. Thank you so very much.
Ela
Don't thank
está
us, it's our fault in
agradecendo.
the first place. I have something I need to say. We want Relia to stay in our
Preciso falar
custody.
alguma coisa.
What? Where'd you get that crazy idea?
She's
Precisa
being
que a Relia
chased by an
fique.
organization called Kronos. As for who they are and how they
Ela
relate
está
to
sendo
us,
caçada por
ask
uma
Fidel.
organização chamada
He knows
Kronos.
already.
How does any of that matter in the least?
You've seen firsthand how persistent those reprobates can be. Relia is so significant to them that they're willing to go through all of this for her. And now that they've failed multiple times, they'll start taking even more drastic measures.
But still,
Kronos possesses nearly the same level of technology that we do. As long as they think the ends justify the means, you won't
Os
be able to
Kronos
stop
possuem a
them.
mesma tecnologia que eles têm.
We, however,
Que nós
can.
temos.
Furthermore, your country will no longer be attacked if we have her.
Tá falando que vai ser atacado se
I
a
want to
Relia
stay here.
ficar aqui.
Relia?
E ela quer ficar.
Promise you'll take care of her?
With all my heart.
Then I leave her
Prometa
in
que vai
your
cuidar
charge.
dela. Então eu deixarei ela com você. Você retornou Emerson, o comunicador de Emerson a ele. Então perdemos o comunicador. Vamos ver onde ele vai nos deixar.
We're very grateful to have met the both of you.
We owe you a debt of gratitude.
Eles estão
Just wait
agradecidos
until
por
my
tudo que a gente
technological
fez por
discoveries surpass
defender a
even
Relia.
yours.
Please see that no harm comes to Relia.
We will. You take care down there.
All the best.
Relia, you take care of yourself. Mickey,
Grab happiness by the horn.
Fidel. Bye-bye, Relia.
Se cuida, Relia.
Toodaloo.
Bye bye, até mais.
Mickey. Fidel.
Mickey e Fidel. Eram quase os pais dela, né? Fidel, Fioi, Emerson, N, todos saíram. Acho que fiquei sozinho aqui, só o Fidel mesmo. Vamos conferir. Loadzinho, lentinho.
Relia, I'm very sorry, but you're not allowed to be here.
Captain,
Relia,
our
você
sensors
não está
detected
permitido para
abnormal
vir pra
energy
cá.
disturbances. The
E
possibility
os
that they're
sensores
caused by
detectaram algo
mechanical
anormal,
activity
uma
as
atividade
opposed to a
mecânica
natural phenomenon is
de
87.32%.
87%, um fenômeno natural.
My guess is Kronos cloaking technology.
E eu acho que a
Use impulse
tecnologia
engines to
Kronos.
change our trajectory. Enable our shields as well. We're going on red alert.
Liga o motor
Engine output
do
reduced
nosso
by half.
trajeto.
Modifying course.
Now raising shields to 80% Omni. We're currently at 30%,
Levantando
sir.
escudo em 80%.
Everyone assume battle stations.
Mandou ir pra estação de batalha. Ih, vai ter guerra, hein? Vai ter guerra
Tactical display on
dessa
screen.
federação com os Kronos.
Enemy starboard. Engines to full power. Raise shields to 100%.
Starboard side hit. Shields
Parece que está
operating
sendo
at
atacado já.
97%.
Escudo em 97%.
And any
Carregando
info on the
torpedo
torpedoes?
inimigo.
Nothing at the moment.
Change course to 90 Mark 45. We're going to their port side.
Current speed at 0.87. We're approximately 3 minutes from Fake 5.
Velocidade 0.87.
The enemy has launched 8 torpedoes our way, all proceeding at course 360.
Os inimigos lançaram 8 torpedos
Following course 50, Mark
contra a gente.
270.
Employing Hadean tactics, I see. Looks like someone in Kronos knows his way around a Starfleet battle.
Enemy phase cannon fire has been detected.
Phase cannon beam impact 135 degrees to starboard. Shields now at
Estão
94%.
acertando.
Oh, crap. All right, we're gonna have to let a couple of torpedoes through. I guess all we can do is pray theirs don't pack too much of a punch. Load 4 photon torpedoes. Set the first to slow, put it on a course for the flagship's 8
Carregar
torpedoes.
torpedo de fóton.
Set the second one for slow as well and
Vai
aim
fazer
in at the second
contra-ataque.
round of torpedoes.
Prepped and ready.
Great. Fire rounds 1 and 2.
Firing rounds 1 and 2. 5
Mandou
seconds
lançar
until
mais um.
contact. 3,
5 segundos até o contato.
1.
3,
Zero.
2.
10 enemy torpedoes still remain.
There shouldn't be anywhere near that many.
Ainda tem mais 2
Who
torpedos.
knew their AI was that good?
5 seconds until contact. 3, 2,
Everyone, brace for impact!
Se segura,
Damage
se segura.
We sustained damage from
Ih,
2
danificou alguma
torpedoes. Shields reduced to 57%.
Warp drive is
O escudo
operational.
reduziu
All
para
that damage for 2
57%.
measly torpedoes?
Yakagi evaded all torpedoes.
The Nimitz took one hit that reduced its shields to 34%. Its
O
warp
escudo
drive
já
has
está em
sustained heavy
34%, estamos
damage.
perdendo a
Now only
defesa.
its impulse engines remain operable.
Even if they're top of the line, our ships are still mainly research vessels. They don't stand a snowball's chance in hell against 3 battle cruisers.
Transmission from their flagship.
Before we open communications, shut down our warp drive.
Captain, you can't be serious.
Do it now.
Aye, aye, sir. Initiating emergency warp drive shutdown. Shields at 5%.
Okay, now bring them up on
O
screen.
escudo já está em 5%, eles vão ser destruídos.
This is
eles
Captain
caem.
Aaron of the Kronos Interstellar
Capitão
Army
Aaron de
ship
Kronos.
Volos.
Emerson T. Kenny, captain of the Federation vessel Charles de Gaulle.
Kenny, you say? Well, well, what an honor it is to meet a gentleman as influential
Que
as you.
honra nos encontrar
A shame
uma
I can't
pessoa
see your
influente
face
como
with all
você.
that egg of defeat smeared on it.
Thanks for the concern.
I believe
Obrigado
you
pela
know
preocupação.
what we came here for.
It's yours.
Captain?
Eu acredito que você tenha vindo aqui
But in
por causa
return,
dela. Nada,
like a
Ellen.
favor.
What's that?
The warp drives of this and another of our ships took a great deal of damage. Enough to render interstellar navigation impossible. I ask you to please let us leave this sector on the one ship with a fully functional warp drive.
Run a scan.
The warp drives for their first and third ships are indeed down.
I'll permit the other ship's crews to go. I regret to inform you, however, that yours will have to stay behind.
That's fine with me, but how should we handle the exchange?
Your crew will transport over to my ship, starting with you.
Then we'll start moving within transport range of your vessel.
Fret not, for we shall do the moving. All you need do is lower your shields and wait until we are in range and contact you again. Don't pull anything funny in the meantime.
Ele tá tentando
How far away is
negociar
the enemy from us?
We are approximately 0.34 AU away from the Deravolos, sir.
That's 10 minutes at quarter speed, or 5 at half.
The crew of the Nimitz is to board the Akagi at once, using any means necessary.
Yes, sir.
Once everyone's boarded, the Akagi is to warp out as soon as possible and head for remote Station 5.
What of the Charles de Gaulle's crew?
Use escape pods and land on Faithlessness 5. Send someone later to pick us up.
Eles vão pousar lá em
Deravolos and the rest of its fleet have begun moving toward our vessel at quarter speed, Captain.
10 minutes, 47 seconds until they're within range.
Open a comm link to the whole ship.
Will do, sir. You're on.
Attention, all crew members. You will now begin boarding the nearest escape pod and prepare to abandon ship. Do not eject, however, until I give the command. That is all.
Captain,
Eles vão abandonar a
you wouldn't
nave.
Took you long enough. You should have realized his intention when he cut power to the warp drive.
This is our only option. Will you help? Everyone but Anne and Delacroix board an escape pod. Computer, bring up the self-destruct sequence settings.
Access to the
Vão
self-destruct sequence
iniciar a
requires the
autodestruição da
authorization
nave.
of at least 3 Federation officers. In addition,
Nix the briefing.
Precisa de 3
Emerson
oficiais
T.
da
Kenny of the
Federação
Pan-Galactic
para
Federation.
fazer a
Rank
autodestruição.
Captain.
authorized.
Tiffin Delacroix of the Pan-Galactic Federation. Rank Lieutenant Commander.
Authorized.
So let me get this straight. In addition to violating the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact, we're going to add another federal offense to our rap sheets?
It's our only choice.
Anne Patriciani of the Pan-Galactic Federation. Rank Lieutenant.
Falta só mais ele autorizando.
Confirmed. Access to self-destruct sequence settings granted.
I want a 12-minute silent countdown for a warp drive overload sequence.
20 minutos
The
para
sequence
deixar
code is Alpha Tango Quebec
nave.
Zulu 4915. Direct the blast this way.
O negócio tá feio aqui, hein?
Settings applied. Command required to initiate, with another code needed to disarm.
Start it. Delacroix, get to an escape pod. Anne, get little Miss Starlight and come with me.
Yes, sir.
Pediu pra pegar pod pra escapar.
May the goddess of victory
Deve ser
smile
algum
upon
tipo
us.
de mini nave. Começou aqui com a Relia, voltou ao jogo. Só para andar esse pedacinho aqui. Às vezes é umas coisas assim que.
Deck 1, cargo bay.
Daqui
Synchronize the launch of the escape pods so it occurs right before we transport.
Sincronize o
Make sure one
lançamento
shuttle
de
launches
escape.
along with them too. I'll also need you to set the launch angle of both the pods and the shuttle to 180 degrees from the Kronos fleet.
Will do.
Next,
Pra lançar
have
o
it look like we
oposto
and
dos
Relia will
planos.
transport to the Daravolos, but actually transport us to the shuttle.
Transport us to a fast-moving object? Impossible.
Have the shuttle brake right before we transport, so it slows down enough to stabilize its coordinates. We should still be able to escape as long as we accelerate afterwards.
That's theoretically possible, but
With your programming skills, Anne, I know you're able to turn theory into reality. You're the only one who can make this work.
I'll try my best through this. Somehow.
You're not
Ela
gonna
vai
try.
tentar de
You're gonna
tudo
do.
para
If the
conseguir
shuttle's too fast,
lançar
we'll
de forma mais
materialize in
rápida.
outer space. But if we slow it down too much, we'll get caught in the blast and completely disintegrate along with the enemy ships.
For the love of... Just how many miracles do we need here?
None. Not a single one of these obstacles is too much for us to overcome by ourselves. Leave everything to me, kiddo. I'll keep you safe and sound.
Like Fidel did?
Yes, exactly like Fidel did.
Deixe tudo comigo como o Fidel fez.
I'm finished.
Já terminou? Pô, foi muito rápido.
I knew you'd be done in no time.
Thanks for the compliment, sir.
Now, let's hurry to the transport room.
Vamos lá para a sala de transporte então. Área de abandonado navio. Acabou aqui, o Kronos veio com tudo agora.
Deck 2, transport room.
Sala 2 está na sala de transporte.
Kenny to the Akagi.
Yes?
How are things coming?
Done in 6 minutes.
Do it in 4 or you'll be cosmic dust.
I'll make sure they do, sir.
I won't be able to give any
Estão
further
tentando fazer
commands.
tudo de
So
forma
figure
mais
out the
rápida.
timing and warp out at your own discretion. Time to show us what you're made of and reprogram the transporter, Anne. Have it display coordinates that are in the Daravolos, but set the real ones to inside the shuttle.
I know what to do.
O save aqui não dá para fazer. Eita, aqui no meio.
We have an incoming transmission from the Darivolos.
Bring it up.
Tem uma transmissão
Have you yet to finish your preparations, Captain Kenny?
desse líder dos Kronos.
Our ship is now within the established 30,000 click secure transport radius. You may begin transport now.
I know. Sadly, we don't have sufficient energy to do that. I request permission to engage warp drive.
Fine, but don't even think of raising your shields.
We won't.
Your warp drive is on.
Ele prometeu não levantar os escudos, mas também vai ter que fugir e abandonar a nave.
We'll be right over in a mere 20 seconds.
Captain Aaron, we've determined that escape pods are launching from the Charles de Gaulle.
You what? What in the hell is going
8,
on?
7,
What are you filthy
6,
swine perpetrating?
5,
Answer me, Kenny! What
4,
have you done?
3, 2, 1.
Ele acabou fugindo pelo código.
Good work, Anne.
Eles devem estar em outra nave agora. Essa deve ser essa navezinha chamada
All right.
Parte.
Warp 1.1. Let's head to Fake Read 4.
The Charles de Gaulle.
E explodiu a nave principal.
We made it without a single scratch, thanks to your awareness and acuity, sir.
Sleep tight, old friend.
Aí o Fidel deve ter assistido de tudo esse clarão aí. Como ele disse, né? Cada luzinha é uma nave, são eles que vivem lá, nesse planeta estelar. Daqui a pouco,
just so
provavelmente
you
vamos
know,
começar
the
a
shuttle has
explorar.
now officially been cloaked.
Thanks for the update. Kenny to the Akagi. Do you read me?
I do, loud and clear.
I'm glad you guys are okay.
Our sentiments exactly.
Está
Captain.
agradecido que
I'm
eles
also
estão
pleased
bem.
to report we're safely on our way to remote station 5.
That's great news.
We lack adequate power for subspace transmission, and we're about to lose our signal. So let me say one thing first. We've already filed a request with the aforementioned base to mobilize a rescue squad. It'll arrive in a few days.
While you're at it, Put in a request for you-know-what.
You don't mean the Model G, do you? That's
Eles vão mandar esquadrão de resgate.
It hasn't undergone a single test flight.
Make the request.
I suppose it can't hurt to ask. Oh, and there's something of the utmost import I need to discuss.
We lost them. I don't understand why you wouldn't say the most important thing first if you were about to go out of range.
I think he would have if you hadn't made that demand.
Well, there's no use thinking about what might have been. We should probably lay low somewhere until the rescue team from Remote Station 5 comes.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, Relia!
It can't be. She's transporting.
A Relia começou a mandar alguma magia aí.
Careless is to overlook the transport tracker. What an elementary mistake.
One of the 3 ships apparently got their shields up in time, I see.
Unlike the Darivolos, the other 2 ships might have already had them up in case of an emergency. Even if we weren't on the bridge, I should have looked over the data more thoroughly. Still, they should have sustained a decent amount of damage from the overload. I doubt they'll be able to warp out of this sector anytime soon.
Maybe so, but we can't do anything without our own ship.
Vamos ver o que a gente pode fazer sem a nave. Falou com Emerson. Nick, Victor, Fiore se juntaram ao Fidel, que foram teletransportados, provavelmente para ou Resulio ou Stol, cidade natal.
You say those gleaming sticks came from this so-called Kronos.
Estamos em Resulio, quartel-general do
saw it with my own 2 eyes. How's the front line?
The troops with the gleaming sticks supposedly vanished right after we did. Once the Trei'kurmans were deprived of their secret weapon, they were no longer a match for our military strength.
So you held them off?
We did, and now a plan is in motion to invade Eastern Trei'kurman. If it goes well, they will be forced to retreat from our border.
Estão invadindo
Speaking of Eastern Trei'kurman, I was just about to head there.
Trei'kurman.
Allow me to take part in the invasion with you.
Ele quer fazer parte da invasão.
Resulia is our homeland, and Fiore is a good friend.
Resulia é a nossa casa. E Fiore é uma amiga boa, falou a Vicky.
Very well then. I doubt anyone will oppose the addition of reserves. I'll let my superiors know.
Thank you.
The faster we can join everyone, the better. Therefore, let's make for Eastern Trei'kurman post-haste. I'll give you the details on the way.
Ele deixou e vai mandar detalhes pra gente. Beleza, só conferir aqui no mapa. Então provavelmente vamos lá para o nordeste de Trei'kurman. Tem um baú ali que ainda está com uma chave. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu tiver uma especialidade. Ah não, a especialidade aqui é de harvest, de coleta. Coleta de material, não é de baú. Provavelmente se desbloquear aquilo no máximo, deve desbloquear os baús, né? Opa, vamos conferir isso aqui que é importante.
Our strategy for this battle requires us to split our army in 2.
Eles vão se dividir
Master
em
Camuze
dois.
will command the main force, which will charge head-on at the enemy,
Camuze vai
overwhelming
comandar a
them with
força
numbers
principal.
and distracting them.
I figured as much.
Our detachment will infiltrate the kingdom of Trei'kurman by passing through the western Dakov
Eles
tunnel.
vão infiltrar pelo
This will
reinado
put us on
de
the other side
Trei'kurman
of the
por
Imperial
trás,
troops in eastern
permitindo um
Trei'kurman,
ataque por trás.
allowing us to attack from behind.
Deve ser essa segunda seta branca.
To reach the tunnel, we must venture beyond sword of view until we
Vamos
come to
pelo
a fork
túnel.
in the road. Then we head southwest. Mobility will be of the utmost importance in arriving at our objective. Therefore, we will move in small units.
Vão
We have
ser
to
poucas
rendezvous with the
unidades
other
que vão fazer
detachment
essa
members at Eastern Trei'kurman. I would rather not be the last ones there, so let us make haste.
Sounds like a plan.
Então esse é o plano então. Alguns, a maioria, a força principal vai pela frente, enquanto nós vamos por trás. Antes, vamos dar uma conferida nessa quest aqui. Deve ter muita quest pronta. Enganado tô eu, não tá quase nada. Nossa, não completei nenhuma questzinha. Requer 3 peixes grelhados. Esse requer um charme da terra, não tem. Tem que ter 10 frutas vermelhas, dá até pra comprar essas frutas vermelhas. Bem, enfim, não temos quest. Deve ser por ali, pelo território nordeste de Soham. Não tem aqui um mapa global, né? Vamos fazer um save aqui. Tá curtindo? Deixa aquele like, não esqueça de se inscrever também e compartilhar. Provavelmente é para aquele lado lá, eu vou conferir aqui e já apareço lá, direto no local. Vamos lá. E saindo ali da central de Relia, você aparece aqui, você vai aqui nesse cantinho esquerdo aqui da tela, no túnel do oeste de Dakar. Vamos lá, vamos continuar aqui então. Vamos nos juntar aos aliados para chegar lá, fazer aquele ataque por trás lá em Trei'kurman. Aqui ó, no finalzinho tá lá o Trei'kurman, as dunas. Então vamos lá, vamos atravessar isso aqui, vou fazer aquele corte aparecer lá do outro lado. Falou!